Here are your hosts, Howard Sudbury and Alyssa Ali.
Yeah, both finals going to Game 7. That hasn't happened, I think, since 2000, right? And,
right.
What do you think? What is Quenneville thinking going into Game 7? Do you think experience in Game 7s matter to coaches and players? He definitely did. And that, it's going to be interesting seeing a lot of the horses we saw run in the Kentucky Derby take that rest and now come back perhaps in the Belmont. We were talking about Todd Pletcher having a few, kind of preparing to go against American Pharoah. So it is really, really tough. Well, however, there are 2 years left in Tibbs' contract. And, throughout the past 5 seasons, he's been winning with a health-riddled team. What do you think's going on? He has 2 years left. What's going on?
Well,
it's kind of interesting, Dennis, that we're looking at these Derby horses that obviously had a tough race 2 weeks ago. These fresh horses, like you said, Divining Rod coming in, who's had 3 or more weeks off. It's kind of interesting to compare to the Hawks, having this 10 days off before going to the game on Sunday. Do you think, what are the two schools of thought that you're looking at? The horses coming from the Derby are really, really fit going into today's race? Or is it kind of, you got to use Divining Rod, who is going to be a little bit more fresh, hasn't had that trying experience 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, again, I'm going to watch that 7th race.
Exactly, and that's exactly what Bob Baffert and, the Zayat said. That's why, people were wondering, okay, you're racing American Pharoah in the Preakness, you're racing Dortmund in the Preakness. Why are you doing that? Well, as Bob Baffert said, because both of these owners deserve a chance to win the Preakness, and that's exactly it. And I think that's speaks to Bob Baffert's, capabilities as a trainer and, his character. So it's going to be hard, but we're going to see a lot of those horses come back from the Derby running in the Belmont. We'll see what American Pharoah can handle. Like you said, I had a really good feeling about California Chrome. I think I have a better feeling about American Pharoah. And I did see a tweet, I think last week, of Victor Espinoza saying that going into the Belmont with California Chrome, he didn't really feel the same in the morning. He said that obviously way after this year. He didn't tell anybody that going in. So it's kind of interesting. So if American Pharoah stays on his game in the morning and looks like he has been, I'm going to be screaming really loudly on June 6th.
One thing, it's going to be a long, nerve-wracking, and yet exciting day for Blackhawks fans as they wait until 7:15 or so tonight when the puck drops.
Oh, my gosh. It's a gloomy day today, but, I hope that it's not a gloomy night, right?
I hope not.
Dennis, looking at the field for the Preakness, Baffert obviously has the 2 horses, American Pharoah and Dortmund. You, with your experience as an owner, how do you feel about that? Some people are calling that, is this Triple Crown suicide, putting Dortmund in against American Pharoah? As an owner, would you kind of want that? Would you want Dortmund in there? Because I know Ahmed Zayat has said he wants to win to the best. Would you feel similar if you were an owner?
No, that's a great question. Great point.
Tastes way better than the mint julep. This is
I would think
for
it
sure.
would, yeah.
You have vodka, Saint Germain, pineapple juice, lime juice, and orange juice. So a lot of juice and a lot of vodka, sounds like. Sign me up, right?
That's